that how you're doing it? You're a big shot, it sounds like to me. Congratulations. Are we live, Van Grafton? Van says we're live. Oh, that is the indicator. Whenever y'all do the show, whenever Van says, whenever he's going live, always know this. Always know there's a slight delay. There's just a little bit of a delay before the stream's rolling. So you could start talking, and it's like whenever, like, if you're watching a football game and the commercial comes back and the play's going and they're just talking. So just a little, yes, it is. Jump up here, Remy. I like that. This, if anybody wants one of these shirts, let me know. Remy did this shirt for me. She did 3 of them. The only thing I want different next on the neck shirts is I want them longer. This morning I'm in there stretching and my old gut's hanging out. I'm like trying to pull it down, keep it down. So the next one, I just want it long. If I could get it down to my knees like an old dress. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning grind. Every day, Monday through Friday, somebody sits right here in this chair, usually me, and we talk about life, business, yourself, finances. What can you do to get yourself to another level? And I ask everybody that gets on here to do me one solid. Really what I want, well, 3 things. Like, comment, share the stream. Because there might be one person out there that was just like me at 35 years old that needed somebody to help inspire them to get to another level. That level they didn't even know was in them. They had somebody. For me, it was Bert. It was Cardone. You know, I had these people that just came into my life, and it's just like a little fire was lit. Out of nowhere at 35, I became interested in my own self potential. As always, we start the show with 60 seconds of gratitude, and this morning I'm going to ask none other than Benny the Kid to tell me what he's thankful for.
I'm thankful for this morning at 4:30 a.m. I got a phone call from a special guy named Noah Davidson.
Did he call or did he text?
He called. No consideration at all. Just called me at 4:30.
Oh, did he know you'd be up? Did you know, or did you care?
I knew he'd be up.
Or did you care?
He called
I really didn't care.
He didn't even care. I like it.
He called me at 4:30 and said, "Hey, I'm on the way to the gym. I'll meet you there."
Did they let you in?
They let me
Did you
in.
get a little pass, or how'd they do it?
No, I just paid. It's like $15.
Yeah.
For a day?
Per day.
Damn, they getting you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the workout's a lot better when you got a partner. You had a partner for a while.
He spotted me whenever I was squatting today, and I feel like if I didn't have a spot, I probably wouldn't have done half of the reps I did.
Oh, squatting, spotting. That's a little odd, but hey, I understand. Congratulations. Let me get up real close. How close was he on the spot? Was he touching you?
I think he put his knee down so that way whenever I hit his knee, straight up.
Gracie, good morning. Thank you for getting on here. All right, this morning, what we're talking about is, how did I word this, Van?
What is your self-image?
What is your self-image? What is your self-image? How is your self-image formed? Most people really don't even know what their self-image is. And this is a concept that I learned from none other than my buddy Brad Lee when he was talking about how you really hate yourself. Most people don't like themselves, but they try to do things to trick themselves. So I'm going to spend some time on this is probably my favorite thing that I discuss. If you don't know who I am, I'm GoodTimeTommy, if this has somehow made it on your stream. And we have a real estate team here. That's our product that we sell, but what I teach is personal development. What I really teach is how do I get people to enhance their self-image. How do you think your self-image is formed? Where does it come from? What is it? Who would like to go first?
Self-belief. How you think of yourself.
How you think and feel about yourself. Okay, well, where does that data, that information come from? What you do.
If you trust yourself.
What you do. Do you trust yourself? Well, let's consider all the sources that come into you that help you establish this belief or lack of belief of yourself. Good morning. My wife is on here. My Wi-Fi.
What other people think?
Say hi to my wife. Josh, don't ignore her. So, okay, your self-image is what you pay attention to. What are you watching? Me and my wife, before we go to bed, we're watching damn scary shit every night. ID channel. And every single morning, I've been wired to look outside before I get in my car because I've got this image that somebody's breaking in the garage and they're going to go in there and kill everybody. It's very concerning because of the data I'm wiring myself with. I'm watching how somebody killed their wife or somebody killed their husband. That stuff goes into the way you think. Everything that you see, you got to protect what you see. Do you watch a lot of the news? Do you watch a lot of who watches a lot of, you remember the Jersey Shore or some of those old reality TV shows? Murder mysteries are the best thing to fall asleep to. I agree. I like to fall asleep to it. But I want you to think about the content that you pay attention to. What are your friends like? What is your health like? Here's some other things that people probably, this goes into your self-image. How much money do you make? These are things that form your self-image. Another one is, how do you dress? I don't like to dress up. If I could pick the perfect outfit to wear every single day, it would be this one. It would be a hoodie. It would be jeans, and it would be some kind of comfortable shoes. But there's something that I'm telling myself. What is that? Hello, wake up.
Doesn't really fit with your image to dress up.
You don't need to dress up.
Why do I tell myself that? Why have I convinced myself of that? See, I think if I'm looking at all these areas of my life, the one area of this image is I'm sloppy. My wife bitches about my closet. She bitches about my bathroom size. She bitches about me leaving stuff scattered all over the place. You go into my car and it's sloppy. What are you shaking your head at, Josh?
Sloppy.
Is it a little sloppy in there? Okay, so if I believe the way you do one thing is the way you do everything, there's spillage. There's spillover from sloppiness here to sloppiness here. Sloppiness in my personal life brings sloppiness to the business. And I look at these areas where I feel like we're sloppy because I'm sloppy. I feel like when it comes to nurturing leads, we're a little sloppy. Do you know why?
Because your car's dirty.
I know that sounds crazy, but because nurturing leads requires a lot of attention to details. It requires being clean on a lot of things, follow up. But because I'm not good at it, we're not good at it. Well, so I believe the number one way to improve your self-image is to say you're going to do something and you do it. So whenever I'm around people and I know they're not doing what they say, I know how they really feel about themselves. We got this project over here. How often today are you doing what you say you're going to do?
100% of the time.
100% of the time? Now, how was that 6 months ago?
50.
Probably wasn't even that high. Here's the other thing I would tell you to do. Guard what you say you're going to do. You don't have to do everything. When's the last time you worked out? See, these things go into the whole person. When's the last time you worked out? That day I saw you in there, about to puke, about to die?
Yes.
Just know this. Every time you're not doing things that are good for you, it attacks a part of your self-belief. You don't feel as good as this guy. Who thinks they feel better about themselves than this guy?
I do not.
Okay, so if we want to make this simple, what does Josh do that makes him feel, no, hey, would you agree with that first off? Do you feel pretty good about yourself? Do you? No.
Very good.
How long have you felt so good about yourself?
Probably just ever since I started dressing better, really.
So, Andre says hello. So dressing is what it was?
That was the cherry on top. So I was doing it.
But when did it start? When did you start to feel like, man, I'm the shit around here, okay? When we hired that one dude that quit and you're bossing him around? Get the damn trash. When did you start feeling better about yourself?
Whenever I started getting in the gym every day.
The gym, okay. Okay. See, one thing can activate everything. So let's look at Josh. About a year and a half ago, he went to this one thing called Flip the Switch, Coach Burt. And he came back, and his self-image was rewired. Was it 1 or 2 days? His self-image was changed. He rewired himself in 2 days. He came back. Started taking himself more serious. Now, he was still young and he still gets beat up on because he's young. The reason why Josh gets beat up on is because he's young, because the world, the marketplace is tougher on him because he's young. You're in a grown man, grown woman's universe right now, and they're not going to give you favor. They're not going to take it easy on you just because you're a little pup. Chris Clark, Josh has worked hard over the last 2 years for that. Okay, so let's just replicate Josh's self-image. The dude is extremely committed. I mean committed down to what he eats, what time he eats. What times are they? How many times a day do you eat? 5.
Including a protein shake.
So is that 6 times a day? What are the times? Just tell us how structured it is.
6:30 a.m. I drink a protein shake. 8 o'clock I eat breakfast. 10:30 eat snack. 12:30 eat lunch. 2:30 eat another snack. And then at about 5:30, 6:30 eat dinner.
How many times a week do you work out?
5, 6 times.
How many times a week do you work out?
5.
5.
Sometimes.
Give me 2 numbers, trying to trick me. So nobody likes to do hard stuff. I was thinking about this last night. It ain't like Josh just wants to do these hard things. You don't want to do them, but he does them anyway. So nobody wants to do the hard shit. Some people will just make the decision to do it anyway. So what does this one area that you started, the health, the calls? You know, one thing has led to other thing. It's multiplying out. So is your relationship with Zena better because of all that stuff? See, the more you get yourself right, the better you get. And maybe you just start in one area. What area are we starting over here with you?
Just the little things, getting them down consistently.
Now, see, here's what I really, really like is whenever you've got people around you help you with your self-image or hurt you with your self-image. There's a man in here that said, dude, you need to clean that shit up. What were we talking about this morning? What were we talking about?
Instagram?
That Instagram stuff. That's what he see. How many people have said, dude, you need to clean that up?
A lot.
A lot have? How many people are telling you, dude, clean that up?
Probably like 4, I guess.
4 or 5 people. What is Noah's heart? Why is he telling you to do that?
To help make me better.
Well, he's saying it to encourage you to see yourself in a different light. Me and Hayden have had these discussions so many times about letting go of this version of yourself. Man, you got to completely clean everything out to get to this new person. I still do a lot of things that's that old Tommy, the 30-year-old Tommy. I still, at 48 years old, I'm still a work in progress of how can I get to this new dude? How can I become this new person? What is it that I continue to feed myself that holds me back? I think my dress is one of them. I don't know how willing I am to let go of that, though. Do you feel better by dressing good?
Absolutely.
Do you feel better, Noah, by dressing good?
Yeah, I do.
Have you always been a good dresser?
Yeah. But I get lazy sometimes and then just wear whatever.
But see, I mean, the way you do one thing, the way you do everything, is just amazing how that multiplies into other areas of your life. So I want y'all to do this little drill and ask yourself, what is my real self-image? It's so hard for people to be honest because they want to believe what they want to believe is the best version of themselves. But who are you really? Like, think about this. Are you in good shape? Hey, Stephanie, thank you for getting on here. Ask yourself, she's at the gym right now, feeling better about herself. I know she's feeling better about herself. What are the things that you're doing in your life? And look for key places. Health. What are the most important things for human needs? Health. How's your health? You know, whenever I got to go to the doctor, I'm always a little nervous. Like, damn. How are your relationships?
Much better than they used to be.
Well, I'm not just talking about you and Zena, but like all your relationships.
Yeah.
See, humans have these certain needs. How's your finances? Like if you've got a lot of debt, there's something that it says to you. There's a communication going on between you and that debt. Kind of makes you feel bad. Damn. Look at that. You look at it and you don't feel as good about yourself. So we got health, finances, relationship. You probably need a spiritual thing going on. What is your relationship with God like? What's your dress like? What is the place you're living in? Okay, when me and my wife first started dating, I was living in my buddy's place. It was pretty close to the hood. You know, I'm 40 years old, brought Brittany back over there, and it's like, damn, you stayed there one night, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was it like? A little weird.
I was used to it.
The problem is, the old version of Tommy was used to it. The version of Tommy that wasn't going anywhere was used to it. I wasn't letting go. So now if you come to our house, what does it look like? Is that all you'd say? It's nice.
It's extravagant.
Damn, dude, it's $1 million house. I mean,
It's clean.
well, it's nice. Well, thank you, Josh. Whenever I'm sitting there with my wife and I'm looking around, I've got a different feeling about myself than whenever I was in this little dungeon. You know, wasn't very long ago. We've been there it was 6 years ago. I was living over here in this house. Dark. Like, I mean, it was a very little dark area. I felt different about myself. Some people, though, are going to tell you different things than this to save your money. But, man, Coach Burt said, whatever you need to do to protect your confidence is what you should be doing. My wife said, I want a new car. I deserve a new car. Guess what she's driving?
A new car.
Mm-hmm. Probably her self-image has probably improved. What would it look like if you lived here solo, though? If I lived in that house solo right now, it would look spotless because I just have somebody coming over there once a week cleaning her up. It'd be just fine. Because she always says this, don't you feel better? Don't you feel better when this place is clean? But see, there's an old part of me that does not need clean. But that same old part of Tommy ain't going where I want to go. That old Tommy ain't going where the new Tommy wants to go. I got to let go of all this stuff. Still need to let go of stuff. Still, I mean, I've got a huge meeting today at 10 o'clock. Huge. And this is what I'm wearing. Look at what Van's wearing. He's going to be in it. Is he slicked up? Is he? Van, did you dress special today?
I dressed a little better, yes.
I dressed a little worse. What are they going to think about me? Oh, that's just Tommy.
He cares.
Which one? Which one is it? I'm going into today. Am I going to the old Tommy? Am I going to go in there as the old Tommy, or am I going in there to the dude that wants us to get to 1,000 deals? Old Tommy is living in your closet right now. See? Oh, old Tommy's out my car, man. So what is my self-image? Hey, I'm telling you, the reason why we're not getting to where we want to get to is because old Tommy is still kind of present right here with us. But I got news for you. All you motherfuckers got a little old something in you. All of you. The journey, the mission is to grow away from that person, being very strategic. Where do I need to get better? Pardon my language, Zillow sponsor. Where do I need to improve the most? I think the most important thing you can do is just start. Just start one thing. Josh went to a class 2 days. You went to it, but you were already kind of on the way. Josh went to this flip the switch thing. 2 days ignited this fire that started inside of him. And then he started coming in here. And I'm trying to recall where I first started noticing, man, this dude's starting to take things a little more serious. I don't know if it was you were already calling, but you're doing other things that indicated, man, he's taking himself serious. I think first thing I noticed, you made the decision, I'm going somewhere.
I told you I wanted to write a book.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, but there was other things that you were doing where I was like, man, this guy, that meant something to him. He's really on fire with this purpose to improve himself. And that's all it takes is making the decision, and then you commit it. You have done good. How long have you been here now? 2 months?
Yeah.
I never thought he'd be here. Well, I did say I think he means it this time. But there's a lot of doubters. There's a lot of doubt in you. You know how I know? Because I know I have a lot of doubt in me. And therefore, I can see it like I can, oh, okay, there, yeah, it's right there. You've got that. But the longer you do this, the more you're outgrowing that old doubt in yourself. Now it's time for him to pick up what he needs to be doing. Have you elevated that list? Has he elevated that list to where you want to see it? This is how you grow. You're starting to outgrow some of these little chores you're doing. You're outgrowing that. Now it's time to elevate that. So be honest with yourself as we're going into this new year. How do I really feel about myself? What is my self-image? Because this is the magic I'm going to tell you to wrap up the show, okay? Most of the people that follow what I do, I think you're interested in trying to become more successful. But here is the magic in today's show. I'm leaving the last sentence for this. You will never out-earn your own self-image. You're never going to be more successful than your own self-image. So whatever it is that you need to go out and gather and bring into you, like if you've got old pictures on Instagram where Noah don't like it, he ain't saying it to beat you up. He's saying it because you need to bring as much good stuff into you so you can grow. Shut us down, Vin Grafton.